Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah, I had to look at my phone. We are going to go over the homework answers so you can see if you made any mistakes. Most of us did, got 3 out of 4 correct, or maybe 2 out of 4, which is really good, I still think, at this point. But I did have 4 people, so drum roll for my shout outs today, 3 of which were in my shout out yesterday. So girls, keep doing great, and guys, we got to step up the game. The girls are kind of outdoing you at this point. So our 4 people who got all 4 homework answers correct are Kiera, Mercer, Lily, and then Kylie. Way to go. I'm very impressed. Okay, so let's go over these, and those 4 of you can keep going to the end unless you just want to hear. I really think some of you are struggling with typing it into the calculator, so let me pull up Desmos again. Okay, and please, you see this button right here, how it's going from radians to degrees? Some of you need to check your calculator and make sure it's in radians. Not in radians, that it's in degrees, okay? All right, so number 1 says, at a point 20 meters from a flagpole, so the flagpole is going to be here, right? Okay, I guess I can actually try to draw a flag. All right, there's our flagpole. The angle of elevation to the top of the flagpole is 48 degrees. How tall is the flagpole? So this is what we're looking for, our x. 20 feet from the flagpole, so 20 meters, sorry, not feet, is going to go there. And then the angle of elevation is 48 degrees. It's going to go here. Okay, so that's how we do that one. The one that I think might have been difficult is from a flagpole. So you're standing here from the flagpole, so that's how that should go. And so now we can solve this. So according to our 48 degrees, this is O and this is A. So that's tangent of 48 degrees, and TOA is O over A, so O over A, and then this is a multiply problem. So 20 times tangent 48, that's how we're typing it into the calculator, and so X is approximately 22.21 meters. Okay, so that's that one. All right, let's look at number 3. As it leans against a building, a 9-meter ladder, okay, so remember we talked about a ladder lean, so the ladder would be here. Okay, so 9 meters is going there. It makes an angle of 55 degrees with the ground, so the ladder and the ground come together here. How far up the building? And so the building would be, here, and so this is your X. Does the ladder reach? All right, so let's label this. This is O and this is H. So that would be sine. So we're going to have sine of 55 degrees equals O over H. And because the X is in the numerator, that's a multiply. So we're going to go 9 times sine 55 in the calculator, and so X is approximately 7.37 meters. Okay, and if I want to, I'll show you real quick. So 9 times sine 55. Okay, that's how we should be typing that in. All right, let's look at number 4. An owl is located in a huge oak tree, so the oak tree would be, like here, and the owl's in there somewhere. Sees a food bowl for dogs, so the dog bowl is here. Okay. If the base, there's the key word, of the tree is 250, so the base of the tree is from the base of the food bowl, so that's 250 feet. And the angle of depression is 20 degrees. So remember, depression goes like this, but that doesn't help us, so we put the 20 degrees down here. About alternate interior angles. Then what is the direct distance? And we talked about that yesterday. Direct distance is the hypotenuse. Okay, so now we can label it according to this 20. This is our A and this is our H, so that's cosine. So cosine 20 degrees equals A over H. And then that, because our X is in the denominator, it's divide. So 250 divided by cosine 20. And let's type that in. 250, divided by cosine 20, 266.04. And then what was our unit? Feet. Okay. And then the last one, I went ahead and drew for you so you could kind of see what you should do. A lot of you got this right, which is excellent. So we're going to take the blue, the big one, big triangle, and then we're going to take the red, which is a smaller triangle. The only difference between these two triangles is the angle of elevation. So 22 would be that whole big angle for the blue one. 20 degrees would be the angle of elevation for the red one. Now, with both of these, you are going to use the same trig function. Okay, so if you notice, this is going to be O and this is A. O and A. So you're going to use tangent for both of them, but you're not going to get the same answer because you're using two different numbers. Right? You're using tan of 22 here, and here you're using tan of 20. Okay, so then that's going to give us X is approximately 161.61 feet. And then Y, you didn't have to call them X and Y. You could just call them both X, but I just am trying to show you the difference between the two. And then you should get 145.59 feet. Okay, because you're multiplying on both of those. So you should be doing 400 times tan 22. And then you should be doing 400 times tangent 20. That's how you get the X and the Y. Okay? And so now, what do we do to get the pink is we're going to take this full blue one. So we just found that this amount here was, on the right sideways, 161.61 feet. And then we found that the red one was 145.59 feet. And if we want to try to find the pink, we just need to take the blue and subtract out this amount. If we subtract it out, we'll be left with this pink. Okay? So all you're doing is subtracting. So then we'll have the flag, I can't spell, sorry. Flag equals 161.61 minus 145.59. And so then your final answer will be 16.02 feet. Okay? Some of you rounded differently, so that's why your answer might be slightly off, but remember we're trying to round to the hundredths. Okay, so that goes over all of the homework problems. Number 5 was the only one that, in my opinion, was kind of tricky, but I gave you hints, hopefully, to help you with that one. So today, you're not going to have to do a lesson. You're going to do a Kahoot. I have never done a Kahoot that's not live. I've only done quizzes. That's a mouthful for homework. So we'll see how this goes. But let's try it. I just made the Kahoot, and I made it as a challenge. So it's not live. You can do it whenever you want, but there is a deadline. So maybe I should write that down. The deadline is tomorrow, which is Thursday at 11 a.m. Just because that's typically when I'm getting to you guys. If you will try to have it done by then, go ahead and get it done today, or you can do it first thing in the morning. But I think if you go ahead and do it today, that would be great. Okay, awesome. I guess I should say tomorrow we're going to do a review, and Friday we're going to have a quiz. Okay, so see if you can kind of make sure you have this stuff down. And if I see that there are several people that miss certain questions in the Kahoot, I'll go over those. All right, have a great one.